It's been just over a month since a building partially collapsed during a school field trip in Covington, injuring several chaperones. Valerie McNamara had the most extensive injuries.
Her family is now talking about the incident and her recovery for the very first time. Catherine Nero has the story you'll see only on 9 on Your Side.
Brian McNamara remembers September 29th for the familiar way it started.
She spent the day in church, and that's where she really enjoys being.
And the traumatic turn it took.
They told me that a roof had collapsed on my wife. She didn't recognize me. She didn't know I was her husband. I would take my children to visit with her. She didn't recognize them. The physician that runs the intensive care unit university, and he could see that I was getting a little overwhelmed, and he said, "Your road is this long and you're about right here."
Now a month later, the Immaculate Heart of Mary volunteer teacher and nurse is recovering at the Fraser Institute in Louisville.
Valerie's a fighter. She's very tough. To get the diagnosis of her being a paraplegic is difficult, but losing her mind is the most difficult part to deal with because you're losing the person. And to see her come back and be able to communicate and recognize her family, we've learned to celebrate really small wins.
The McNamara's kids, Brennan and Faith, got to see her for the first time in Louisville last week. And the family says Valerie's progress is because of her faith and unrelenting support from the community.
When you're sitting in the ICU room at 2 in the morning and you're with your wife by yourself and everybody's gone, and the messages and the cards and the things that people are doing for you, that's kind of what keeps you going.
Turns out they may be paying her back. For years, Valerie has sent out these Divine Mercy cards and heartfelt letters to anyone who needed them, always signing them, "Jesus, I trust in you."
And you have to keep moving forward, and you have to fight to get her back.
Just like Valerie, fighting, praying, and believing. Catherine Nero, 9 on Your Side.
Friends of the McNamara family set up a fundraising site to help pay for Valerie's bills. You can find that link and read more about Valerie's progress on WCPO.com. And our prayers and best wishes for the McNamara family.